They start the drive with Cook. They'll be dropped after a gain of about.
Looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go play action. Young trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. Andre Reed, 69-yard game. They got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that led.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down. On 1st and 10, Elway. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25, and as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to stop him right at the line.
Is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. For them thus far, a much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hot one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now it's Elway. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. Elway. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Elway to throw again. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. Touchdown! Walter Payton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Young. And this is Cook with the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. On play action, Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Young. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young. That ball is caught. It's Andre Reed. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now a first down throw for Young. This one caught by Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Steve Young. Here's a diving catch right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Elway. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. In motion right here comes Johnson. 3rd and 2. Now Elway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark, because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross, because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Elway looking to pass again. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. On first down, Elway. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, Elway. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. Touchdown! Brandon Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half, Young. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Here's Peyton up the middle. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Elway to throw. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for it.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Mike Singletary, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Elway.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Elway. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Peyton going to get it again on second.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Elway will throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Shifts by him. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 61 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's Young off play action. In trouble, and he's taken down. Reggie White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Young on 4th down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, 4th quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore, that he just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff inside. It's Payton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Walter Payton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Reggie White in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the give, here comes Peyton. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll wind up losing 3. And out.